Recently, giant underground structures and some extremely abnormal things have been discovered beneath the pyramids. Today, it's hard for you to see what exactly is hidden inside this pyramid. This was found by Italian scientists using a new type of radar technology from outer space to detect huge hidden structures beneath the Giza pyramid complex. They detected structures that extend more than 600 meters deep into the bedrock and speculated whether this could be some kind of underground energy network. Beneath the Khafre pyramid, they discovered 8 massive pillars. Researchers confirmed that these pillars are not naturally formed but are part of a deliberately constructed structure. This indicates that these constructions have some advanced purpose, and the fact that these structures extend so deep underground raises countless questions. The latest radar scans reveal that there seems to be an underground city beneath this pyramid, reviving the unsolved mysteries of the pyramids from childhood. Could this be remnants left by prehistoric or extraterrestrial civilizations? The Great Pyramid of Giza was built 4,500 years ago. Think about that number and consider how intelligent those people must have been to create such astonishing structures. If, as mainstream theories suggest, it was the Egyptians who built it, then this certainly proves their engineering prowess and the wisdom of ancient Egyptians. The Great Pyramid was initially thought to be 146.6 meters tall, but due to the outer casing falling off, it now stands at only 138.7 meters. However, perhaps the most impressive fact is that this Great Pyramid was constructed from 2.3 million blocks of stone, with each block weighing between 2.5 tons and 15 tons, and some of the largest blocks found in the King's Chamber weighing as much as 50 tons. Consider the incredible weight and volume of these stones and then think about how the ancient Egyptians did not have modern tools like cranes and machinery. They accomplished such feats solely through human power and primitive tools. The logistics of moving such massive stones remain a mystery to this day. Although mainstream scientists believe that ancient people used ramps and lever techniques, it is still quite hard to believe. Another thing challenges our understanding of the pyramids. There are no mummies found in the Great Pyramid or any other major pyramids. Historically, these massive structures have always been considered tombs for pharaohs, but since no mummies have ever been found here, it suggests that the pyramids may not have originally been tombs at all. In fact, some researchers now propose that the pyramids could have been used for entirely different purposes, perhaps as energy generators or places of spiritual or scientific significance. So, they may not just be burial sites. The truly interesting part comes with a theory that suggests the pyramids are actually energy generators. Have you heard of Nikola Tesla? He believed that wireless power transmission was possible on Earth. So, could these underground pillars and recently discovered structures be part of some ancient electromagnetic network? Some people even think they might have been power plants. The structures discovered by researchers are actually coils that were once designed to generate and wirelessly transmit electricity globally. Therefore, the pyramids could very well be part of an ancient global energy system. There's also an unverified claim. In 2014, Egypt's famous former Minister of Antiquities and archaeologist Zahi Hawass was accused of stealing Egyptian artifacts, and the most shocking item on the list of things he might have stolen was ancient copper wires from inside the Great Pyramid. How could there be electrical wires in a time when electricity hadn't even been invented? Conspiracy theories suggest that this archaeologist might have been desperately trying to hide some monumental secret from the public. However, some historians now also doubt that the Khufu pyramid is a tomb and hint that it may have been built by an even older civilization. Even Elon Musk has stated on social media that he thinks the pyramids were actually built by aliens. But the most important thing is not who built it, but what this thing actually is. It is generally believed that this is the largest pyramid in the world, and it really doesn't look much like a tomb. For example, why are there tunnels leading deep underground in the pyramid? Scientists claim that underground water was found in the lower levels of the structure, but they also haven't clearly explained why the pyramid had to be built above water. This was discovered using a technology called synthetic aperture radar, SAR, which essentially performed a CT scan of the pyramid to see what is inside the unexplored parts. Egyptologists have a hypothesis that this cavity might have previously been a sloping passage used for transporting stones during construction, and once the tomb was completed, they either forgot to dismantle it or did not fill it properly, leaving this void. Could it be that after spending 20 years meticulously constructing the Great Pyramid, it ended up with so many flaws? According to Egyptologists, the unusual effects inside the pyramid are all accidental, and all the most important artifacts have been stolen. This claim does seem a bit far-fetched, but if this pyramid is not a tomb at all, then it might have a logical explanation. Initially, the Great Pyramid was indeed covered with polished white limestone, making the entire structure's edges smooth and flawless, but this was likely not for aesthetics. It was probably to reflect sunlight like a mirror, thereby perfectly isolating the interior of the pyramid from sunlight. Interestingly, its internal structure is made of dolomite and granite, which is a bit strange, considering that granite is one of the hardest stones on Earth and processing it takes 10 times longer than working with the limestone readily available near the pyramid. Moreover, granite was transported from a quarry 800 kilometers away in Aswan. Based on current understanding, it seems unnecessary to go through the trouble of using such a difficult to transport and process material for an ordinary tomb. Some speculate that the choice of such complex materials is due to their content of quartz and metallic crystals, and granite releases a small amount of radiation. Most importantly, it is a good piezoelectric material conductor, which utilizes the effect of generating electric charges through crystals, while dolomite can enhance conductivity. As for the gold foil at the top of the pyramid, it may form a pathway for directing energy towards the sky. Furthermore, the Great Pyramid is geographically situated on a powerful natural power generation mechanism, which is the underground nuclear core, and water is also an excellent conductor of electricity. You might understand where these independent researchers' speculations are leading. The Great Pyramid contains no pharaoh's body, no artifacts, and no other burial goods because it is not a tomb at all, but an ancient power station designed to generate and transmit electricity indefinitely. The sarcophagi discovered inside and beside the pyramid are likely ancient versions of giant batteries. After all, the materials used for those boxes are the same as those in the internal structure of the pyramid, all containing radioactivity, along with copper wires. This way, wireless power transmission could even penetrate solid materials over long distances. The secret of this Great Pyramid may be akin to what Nikola Tesla wanted to build. He claimed he could use the Earth itself and its poles as a massive generator to produce wireless energy. He began constructing a structure known as the Wardenclyffe Tower, but unfortunately, for various reasons, his wireless transmission tower was never fully completed, leaving everything in the realm of speculation. Returning to the discovery of this research team, they used a technology called synthetic aperture radar, SAR, Doppler layering imaging, which analyzes radar signals Doppler shift upon returning and combines that with underground elevation information. They believe that through this comprehensive analysis, they can detect very deep underground structures. However, until more concrete evidence that has been rigorously verified by the scientific community is available, it can only be regarded as highly speculative and controversial information. So, what do you think the Great Pyramid really is?